The OPCW says that some chemical weapons in Syria have already been destroyed. Tell us more about what was revealed within the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's right, Christy. Not a lot of detail as far as what exactly was destroyed presented by Mr. Uzuchu as of yet. There is a technical briefing that's been underway. We're waiting to hear a bit more from that. But Mr. Uzuchu said that so far they seemed pleased with the results and as far as Syria's compliance with this very difficult, very laborious process. Now, we know that the inspectors that are there, this expert team, that right now they're involved in a phase of destroying the chemical weaponry that involves trying to dismantle weapons facilities, trying to destroy mixing and filling equipment, as well as missile warheads and aerial bombs. We didn't get a lot of detail as to what type of equipment exactly up until now had been destroyed, but Mr. Uzuchu said that so far the inspectors had visited at least one site, that they were at another site today, that they would be going to probably 20 more chemical weapons facilities in the coming days, although he failed to specify what exactly that timeline would be. One of the key things he said was that although there were tight timelines involved when it came to the compliance that the organization needed to be seeing from the Syrians, they believed that they could be met and that they were pleased thus far with the type of cooperation they've been getting from the Syrian government. That being said, though, as of now, we're told that there are at least 19 members of the OPCW on site in Syria, that they arrived last week in Damascus, and that they're expecting at least 12 more in the coming days. Christy?
Yeah, and also the question is, will the Syrian government continue to be cooperative? I mean, the OPCW head says that 20 more sites in Syria need to be visited. So will the regime be fully transparent and offer up exactly where those sites are?
That's a key question right now, Christy. It's a very important question. You know, although many international officials have thus far said that the Syrian government should be praised for their compliance up until now, for their cooperation, will that continue? Now, you heard today Mr. Uzuchu, the Director General of the OPCW, say that at least 20 more sites would need to be visited in the coming days. That's a lot of ground to cover. But we've heard in the past that there could be as many as 50 sites that might need to be visited in the coming months. And also, one of the questions that was asked after he gave his remarks just a short while ago was whether or not the OPCW intended to try to visit sites that they suspected of being chemical weapons facilities in Syria, but that had not been declared as chemical weapons facilities by the Syrian government. Now, Mr. Uzuchu did not elaborate on that point. He mainly tried to talk about what they had done thus far and that they seem to be happy with the results thus far. But there is a lot of skepticism, especially in this region, from people who don't believe that the Syrian government is sincere in actually seeing this process be carried through till the end. Christy?
Yeah, and what if the teams of inspectors have to travel through rebel-held areas to get to these sites? And Ban Ki-moon, we heard him overnight saying that the inspectors face a very dangerous environment. What are they up against, and do they have any security guarantees from either side?
Yeah, Ban Ki-moon has stated on several occasions just how dangerous this mission is. In his 10-page letter that he sent to the UN Security Council the other night, he stated that this was an unprecedented type of mission, that no organization, no body has ever been tasked with trying to destroy a chemical weapons arsenal this large, which could exceed 1,000 metric tons, we're told, at a time when a civil war was also raging. Today, we heard from Mr. Uzuchu, the Director General of OPCW, echoing those remarks very much, saying of paramount importance to the OPCW and the UN is the safety and security of their team members there on the ground. Can this actually be guaranteed? Well, the Syrian government seems to think so, but you're talking about an extremely volatile situation, a civil war that has already killed over 100,000 people just by the use of conventional weapons that's been raging for close to 3 years now. This is going to be a very difficult task. Can the Syrian government actually secure this team when the rebels are in certain areas? They're still fighting with the Syrian regime forces. That's a very important question, and really, it's yet to be fully addressed. Christy?
That's right. To verify and to destroy a chemical arsenal that big in the middle of a war zone, no less, very daunting task for them. Mohammed Jamjoom reporting for us. Thank you.